what's going on, fellas? Hey, this your boy The Bus, and we back in the building with another episode of Keep It Real. And I'm here with the homie Tightwork. What's up, man?
Hey, I made it. I think I got my night voice on, so forgive me, but hey, I'm about to keep it real though.
Hey, we gonna keep it real, man. Hey, now it's normally, the three amigos, but the other amigo is gone. But we got a special guest on here today, and that's the homie Jay. What's up, Jay?
All right, let's get it. Glad to be here, man.
Oh man, we got Jay on Keep It Real. It's gonna be a great show today.
Let's get it.
All right, man. So, hey, let's just chop it up for a quick second, man. Let's see what's going on with the Seahawks, man. What's going on with your team, man? How you enjoying the DML?
Oh, well, first, I love the DML. Love it. But this Seattle team, we came into high expectations with this Seattle team coming in the year. We had a great draft. And honestly, looking at the division, I've played everybody tough. And going into the division, we had 3 playoff teams. And 2 of those teams came in at 8-8 records. So I was coming into the season pretty strong. Now I'm sitting here at 1-5, and we are questioning everything.
Gotcha.
It's looking rough.
Looking rough. Hey, well, that's part of the deal, man. You just gotta keep rocking and keep pushing, man. Tight. What's going on with them Dolphins, man?
Hey, our phones are open trying to get that quarterback out of Seattle because I don't think he's too happy down there. But other than that, we stand the course, man. We followed on the plan. We trying to stay right below the radar, and the win's gonna come. It's a process. We trust in the process.
I got you. Well, you know what they say, man. They say it's not a race, it's a marathon, man. So we're gonna see what happens, towards the end of the season as we move on into high stakes. And I'm not gonna really elaborate on the Bears because we might talk about them as we roll on into this show. So.
No, keep it real. Let's talk about them Bears, man. Let's see what's going on with the Bears.
It ain't really nothing to see with the Bears, man. Right now, we sitting at 6-1. I got a tough matchup coming up with the Jaguars today. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's about it with the Bears, man. There's nothing to see here. We trying to stay focused and just keep winning. That's it. So. Hey, with this show, man, today, what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the mid-season standings. And we're going to pick 2 divisions. One will be the NFC North, and the other will be the NFC South. So, with that being said, first up is the Chicago Bears. That's why I didn't really elaborate too much. But right now, we are sitting at 6-1. 6-1. We had a tough loss against the Saints last week, and we just got to bounce back, man. Just got to bounce back. So what do you guys feel about the mid-season standings for the Bears?
Well, if you don't mind me jumping in here, it shows so far that you're leading the division in passing touchdowns, and you have 79 first downs so far. The closest guy is 84 at the Packers. And stat-wise, you're right there at the leaderboard of that division. Now, rushing's a little bit different, but we all know what kind of beast they have down in Green Bay. So,
yeah.
But other than that, it's looking nice. That offense is starting to roll.
Yeah, it's starting to roll a little bit, man. The NFC North is going to be a tight division. But we just seen the Bears right now at 6-1. We got three more teams to look at to see how those teams turn out. So let's keep it moving, man. Tight. He'll be able to chime in on the next team, and the next team up has the same record as the Bears, sitting at 6-1. And that's one of your boys, Jay. But we're gonna let Tight work, elaborate on what he's seeing in Green Bay and why they're 6-1.
They should be undefeated right now.
Mm-hmm.
When they played the high-flying Cowboys, they went away from their game plan for running that rookie superstar, that Heisman Trophy winner, I should say, and candidate for Rookie of the Year. And he got away from his game plan. But every game that he stuck to his game plan, they won. And they look good, man. They look good. They look very impressive. I think last week he rushed for 200 yards. If they keep that up, hey, it might be a showdown at the end of the season between these Bears and Packers.
It could be, man. I think it's gonna come down to these two teams, but I think the Bears have them circled on their calendar this year, both dates. Because if y'all don't remember, last year when we played the Packers, I think it was in the week 17 or whenever, they gave me a donut. And I like donuts, but not in that way. So we gonna remember that, and we gonna try to hand him some donuts when we first meet them this season right here. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I know we're gonna have to watch out for him. He has a great offense, and he's a real good Madden player, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. So let's keep it moving, man. We talked about the Bears, talked about the Packers. Both those teams are at 6-1. The next team up is the Detroit Lions, and let's see how they look. 3-4. The Lions are sitting at 3-4. So, do you guys think they're right in the hunt, or are they playing for a spot in the draft?
Hey, they playing for next year, man. I stick a fork in them. These Lions are done. Or let's Red Dead reference. Hey, let's just go ahead and skin them, so I can sell this lion pelt.
Yeah.
Make me a couple dollars off that pelt, man. Hey, it's a 3 stars, so you know it's that good quality. Yeah, I get a nice little penny off A. Nah, but they not looking good right now. He's turning the ball over too much.
Yeah.
He's inconsistent on offense, and his defense, same thing. It's just a bunch of inconsistency. But I think they just playing for next year, man. I think it's over for them.
All right, so we out here incorporating Red Dead in the NFC North, out here getting these lion pelts, 3 stars, and we're gonna trade them in and get some boots and some lion vests.
A new gun.
A new gun. Jay, what you think, Jay?
I mean, I would have to agree too. The Lions are done. That team, I go over to that team's roster, and sometimes I scratch my head, and I'm just wondering what he's thinking about the QB, and when is he going to move on from Matthew Stafford? Is that a guy that you're going to have to? I mean, is he going to have to keep playing with him? I would think that he's going to have to address that, and he's got to get some weapons over here, because this NFC North is really starting to bring some young players around that's going to be for the high stakes, and he's going to be left behind in this division if he doesn't take this offseason and do something special.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Stafford is getting up in age. I think it's going to be time for him to at least bring in a young quarterback to take over this franchise and try to lead them, at least try to get a playoff spot. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, I think the NFC North has gotten a lot tougher. And I mean, because normally the Bears would just run away with it, but we got the Packers here, and like I said, man, the Lions are sitting at 3-4. So I'm not going to count them out yet. So we might have to hold on to that lion pelt and see what we can get later on. But speaking of pelts, we got these Minnesota Vikings coming up, and they are sitting at 1-6.
That's a tough season.
Yeah, that's very tough. I don't know. I think the ship has sunken over there with the Minnesota Vikings right now, man. But I mean, they play tough though. They play tough. What do you guys think about those Minnesota Vikings?
Well, there's one stat that sticks out to me when I'm looking at these conversions. Just on 3rd down, he's 28 for 63. I mean, it's not a horrible number, but you can start to see where that can take a toll on anyone's offenses. If you're not converting those 3rd downs and trying to, move drives down the field, you're going to get caught up each time. And that seems like an issue for him. He's got to get better on 3rd downs. And his defense, just looking at sacks in the division, the Bears are running away with it with 41 sacks on the season. That's just a lot of pressure. But he's hanging in there. He's last with 20, which isn't horrible at where we're at in the season. But compared to everybody else, you got to start playing with the guys in your division and then worry about the next level.
Right. I totally agree with that, man. I think Helmut and those Vikings, could possibly have the #1 pick in this draft. Whether he trades it or not, I don't know. I don't even know if he still has that pick. So, tight. What you think about the Vikings, man, and being at 1?
I'm trying to get that pick. Hey, Flair next year is still on the block, my man. Come get it.
So,
I think the Vikings been watching a little kung fu because they mastered the art of snatching a loss out of the jaws of victory.
Yeah.
Because he played guys tough and half the game, and then he just fall apart and lose.
Right.
Hey, could it be the Madden? You know what I'm saying? He just keep getting Madden, or he got to change up something. But it was the same thing last cycle when he was in AFC East with me. He'll play everybody tough, but then find a way to lose.
Yeah, he normally plays really tough. Now let's not forget the first season, the what was that called? Season of the 6 skills.
Yeah.
And he beat me twice. He swept me that first season, and to put, add a little salt on the wound. The last time he beat me, he was sick.
Yo.
So I really took offense to that, man. Like, you beat me and you beat me while you was under the weather. So I don't know what was going on in Chicago that first season, but hey, the Vikings came out, swept the Bears. I mean, we still made the playoffs, but I take it a little personal when you beat me while you sick.
Yeah.
But like I said, hey, that's the mid-season standings for the NFC North. As you look, we got the Bears at 6-1, Packers at 6-1, the Lions at 3-4, and you got the Vikings at 1-6. I think when it comes down to it, it's gonna be between the Bears and the Packers, and may the best team win. It's gonna be tight. I mean, it's gonna be some games where you're gonna have to win the game you're supposed to win, and you may have to luck up and win a game that you may not supposed to win to see who takes the crown of the NFC North. Right now, it's still the Bears. So until somebody knock them off, I'm looking at the Bears to try to win this division. So, hey, next up, we're gonna take a look at the NFC South, and we all know who that's made up of. That's the Saints, Falcons, Panthers, and the Buccaneers. Now, what do you guys think about this division before we look at the first team?
It's a one-team race.
It's a one.
Everybody else fighting for second place right now.
Okay. I would have to agree.
So y'all saying it's a one-team race? Well, let's go ahead and look at these New Orleans Saints sitting at 6-0. So you guys saying everybody else is just playing catch-up, or they're just playing the game just to play the game? Is that what you're saying?
That's pretty much what I'm saying. I mean, I'm sure they compete within this division, but that offense it can be overpowering at times. And he's got 14 passing touchdowns on the season. He's only got 3. That whole division doesn't seem like a very rushed team. And you would think different with the kind of running backs that are in that division. McCaffrey, AK-47, you even got Ronald Jones, and you got the Falcons running backs. You'd think they would be trying to pound the ball more, but the stats are not lying here as far as some of the numbers. They favor this passing.
Right.
Touchdowns.
I mean, the Saints are a really good team. As we all know, Addy won the Super Bowl last year with the Saints, and he's looking to repeat. So, I don't know who's gonna be able to knock him off in this division, but let's move on to the Falcons, man, who are sitting at 4-3. What do you guys think about the Falcons, man? Do they have a chance or not?
After he picked the Falcons and high stakes, I had to quote Kanye. It was all good last cycle. After he got them Saints and the division drop. By everything.
Man, you trying to spit some bars, man. You spit bars, man. You got to write down that quick 16, man.
Hey, no, cause we went out of order, man. I thought we was on them now, but hey, the Falcons, they it looked like he's starting to get his game together, but I still think his offense can go score for score, and his defense can slow him down enough to keep up with Addy. Because right now, he scored 136 points, and he gave up 112. And then you look at the Saints; they scored 192 and gave up 79. That's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I think he's starting to get his team the way he wanted, and he can compete. But I still don't think he's gonna win this division. It's a long road for him.
Yeah.
It's a long road, and I just have to highlight a player off that team. That Bradley Gels pick for him was really huge, and obviously you can see it right now. The guy has 9.5 sacks, 23 tackles. I mean, he's really making an impact on that team instantly, and that's a guy that you're going to have for the rest of the cycle.
Right. So, yeah, I think Noop is trying to get his game back. He's close right now, but the Saints are 6-0. I mean, he could be playing for a wild card. Who knows? But he just got to keep winning and keep messing around with the playbook and get some stops, get some wins, and he'll be right in the hunt for that playoff, for that wild card, man. So we just never know what might happen, as the season progresses. So with that being said, man, let's move on to these Carolina Panthers, or like my man Diddy said that day, the North Carolina Panthers. Like, how you trying to buy a team you don't even know the name, man? He said the North Carolina Panthers. Come on, man.
He was getting ready to relocate him, man.
Man, come on, man. So, all right, the Panthers are owned by C-Rob, and hey, shout out to my man C-Rob, man. We tried to get you on the show today, but you answered us like 30 minutes too late. But hey, the Panthers are like 3-3 right now, and as you see, they're in the hunt as well. I mean, this division is really close with the first three teams, as you can see. Saints 6-0, Falcons 4-3, and the Panthers are 3-3. Do you think the Panthers can overtake the Falcons or even the Saints at some point as the season progresses?
I do, if he stopped playing from the blimp.
Oh my, the bird's eye view. Acting like it's Atari. I'll tell you what, that made me nauseous the other day watching that. I had to turn it off, and I missed a great performance by a running back. But wow, it was bad.
Maybe he got that red dead eye. Maybe he got that dead eye.
Touche to him for being able to play like that, but not me.
It can be me because I am going blind. I don't wear my glasses a lot. I try not to because I want to be cool, But hey, if you can do it, you can do it. See, Rob, he's a funny cat. He's like Forrest Gump, man. You never know what you're gonna get. He's a box of chocolates. Because one day he'll come out and upset the best of us. Then he'll come out and play somebody like the Buccaneers and let hey. Yeah, but I think he's in here. Like right now, him and New fighting for second place. One of them gonna get in the playoffs, hopefully. But I think he's like right there in the middle. He's got enough to compete with just about anybody. But the thing with the Panthers is that they're not consistent.
Yeah.
So, but I like him, man. Hey, just bring the camera down a little bit, man. You might see that hole a little spot.
Hey,
get that cut in.
It might help him get a extra win or two, but we'll see, man. It's gonna be real interesting to see how this division ends up once week 17 comes and once the playoffs start. I think Addy has his spot solidified, but hey, you never know, man. I mean, he might get some injuries. Kamara AK-47 is always hurt.
Mm-hmm. He's always jammed up.
Yeah, always jammed
up. Dodging damn bullets.
So, hey, last but not least, I forgot what I was about to say.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, I was trying to say something funny, but it didn't come out.
Last but least.
Yeah, it didn't come out that way, man. So last but not least.
Last, and he deserved it. What?
We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sitting at 2-4. There's not too much to say about this team being last. I think they're where they should be. I think he has to change the way he manages his team to possibly get better. But at 2-4, I think you will always be at the 4th spot. I don't know. You guys can elaborate. I mean, maybe y'all see him turning things around. I don't know.
I think if he start playing at a reasonable hour where his players not sleep,
Right.
he'll get a couple more wins in. You know what I'm saying? He waking up too early in the AM to be playing games. They I know it's computer, you know what I'm saying? It's a game, but maybe they want a little rest too, man.
Mm-hmm.
That schedule he is, I think, keep him back because man, the hours that he play is crazy.
Yeah.
He does have a brutal scheduling, but if I just have to point something out on it, it's got to be this defense. I'm looking at the sacks and the interceptions, and it just doesn't seem like he's coming away with enough big plays on that defensive side of the ball. And he's got an older team. He's got he's got 3 or 4 younger guys that he's going to have to either figure out, is he going to be able to flip them and get their value, or are they going to sit here and rot? Because he's got to do something with this defense. There's too many players on this team that I'm looking, and their numbers should be a lot better.
Well, I'll take the latter of the two because, man, he seems like the type of person who likes older players. Remember the trade that he made earlier, where he traded for that center? You remember his name, Type?
Nah, not at all.
Is it? Let me look real quick. I can't remember his name, but
I think I got it.
I think that's my Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Alzheimer's. Okay.
Yeah.
He made a trade.
He's got Lane Johnson.
Oh no, I didn't.
Nah.
I kind of like that one. I kind of like that trade. 'Cause Lane Johnson is actually pretty good, but the guy I'm talking about is what's his name? Oh, Jason Kelsey. He traded for Jason Kelsey. I mean, he's 32 years old right now, and it looks like he resigned him as well. So, but like I said, he likes older guys. I don't see nobody trading for some of the veterans that he has on his team. So they will probably be in Tampa Bay until they either be in free agency or until they retire. That's just my opinion. But hey, maybe he has some new management down there, man, and who can bring this team back up to the forefront. But I don't know. The Bucks are in last at 2-4. In first place, we got the Saints. Second, the Falcons at 4-3, and we got the Panthers at 3-3. Man, that's the mid-season standings for the NFC South. Now, we went over the 2 divisions, for you guys, and earlier you remember Jay mentioned Bradley Jails. Now, this could be a topic of discussion, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some heat from either Jay or either Tightwork. But we know we always do a platinum player of the week, and that's the guy that I kind of think that's really balling out. And my selection was Bradley Jails. Now, before y'all jump on board, this is why I picked him. He's a rookie, and he's playing on a 4-3 Falcons team. And he has 9.5 sacks already. Like, if he keeps this up, he could possibly have 20, 22 sacks as a rookie for the Atlanta Falcons. I think that is tremendous. He's on the field at all times, and he's making his presence known. 23 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks. Now, do you guys agree, or should it have been somebody else? Jay, what's up?
Well, there's definitely a couple rookies that come to mind, and this was once again a really good rookie class. The running back in Green Bay is getting a lot of hype right now. We'll see what happens when his schedule kind of toughens up. But Bradley Jails, there's a lot to like about this guy. He's 23, and he's got quick dev right now, and if he continues at this high rate, he's going to get the superstar quick, and it only takes about 6,000 XP for each upgrade. This is a very, very upgradable guy, and this guy he'll be one of the top defenders in this, and maybe even one of those Hall of Fame players that get picked in the end.
Right. Yeah, I think he's going to be a real good player for the Falcons for a very long time. Now, Tightwork, I'm asking you what you think, so I'm going to get prepared for this debate.
I think he's good. Jails is good, and they using him to his potential in Atlanta. But we cannot overlook Mayor. 'Cause that's how my dog pronounced it in the party. we can't overlook Mayor.
Okay.
Hey,
Right.
he's a receiver. He went number one. He got a lot of heat for going number one because, you know what I'm saying, they felt like he should have went somewhere else. But he got 36 receptions, 859 yards, averaging 23.9 yards a catch, and 12 touchdowns. Then he got 25 rushes for 122 yards, 4.9 attempt, and 4 touchdowns. This man is unguardable. You know what I'm saying? I think like 4 weeks in a row he got the call from prime time. You know what I'm saying? When you ball, you get the call. I'll be the first to say I look at HBO now in a new light. Since he jumped in the party and chatted with us, he's a little bit more intelligent than I thought he was, coming up on his videos with the boom, boom, boom.
Get it?
But I got to get credit where credit due. Ever since he found out how to use this guy, he's got a couple wins, and his offense has been looking a little better. He still be hyperventilating on his mic during the game when he playing, right, and in his screens. But other than that, it is 1-1A. I just think that the first overall pick should have got a little bit more consideration.
Yeah. If I can't add, right, he did just suffer. This just coming in, a dislocated elbow. Joseph is out for 6 weeks. That Cowboys offense, and that might have even jeopardized Mayer from getting Rookie of the Year. 6 weeks is a long time to be out this late in the season. We'll see how the Cowboys respond to that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, my argument still stands. I still like my boy Mayer.
Okay. So, hey, if I could have put 3 up there, I could have put 3. I would have put Bradley Gels, my man Mayer, and that running back from Green Bay. And, yo, this guy, the funny thing is the owner of the Packers didn't like him in this league. He hated him, but
his acceleration was too low. It taking too long to get to the hole.
Karan Colbert was like, "Hey man, you don't have to like me, but I'm gonna go out here and play."
Yep.
And he has been balling out of control. Like, I think right now he's probably the best running back in the league. I'm looking at his stats, and we gonna keep it real.
Wow. Bold statement.
Yeah. We gonna keep it real. 169 attempts. Already has 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns, averaging 128.8. I mean, what else do you want the man to do?
Yeah, you can't argue it at all. He's really having one of those years that you can talk about. And with his age, 22, this is a guy that's gonna continue to grow. And I'm glad to see he's doing good, because seeing him get picked in the top 15, and if I was a user that wanted a running back and I got him, I would have felt the same way. I would have been so disappointed about that Excel. But that shows you how much I know. So touche to Colbert for tearing it up.
Yeah, Colbert is a great running back, and as you mentioned earlier, with Meyer being out 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I think this offensive rookie of the year award may be already locked up.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
Colbert. So
it will.
We can expect him to take on and hold that award up and put in his trophy case.
Now, since you brought up the offensive rookie of the year in the NFC reviews,
right?
What's up with the guy that got all the hype? Everybody was upset that somebody else didn't draft him, but the guy that drafted him got him. And now I don't know. I keep hearing debates like he should have went 1, he should have went 2, 3, 4.
And you're
somebody traded out of 5, and then they got another linebacker that's just as good later on at 14. But is he up there for the defensive rookie of the year? I'm talking about the guy, the Will out of
same.
You talking about Clemens out of New Orleans? Well, I don't.
Do he got a chance to beat Gels for that rookie of the year?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man, because Gales has 9.5 sacks right now. I'm not really sure of the stats of Clemens right now, but
he got
for a DN to come in and get 9.5 sacks as a rookie, and we only what we in 8?
Yeah, coming up real close. I got to look, the Alzheimer's again, but Clemens got what 39 tackles.
Yeah,
12 tackles for loss and 4 interceptions.
That's decent, but I don't see that as.
And he got 1 defensive touchdown.
Yeah.
So we still got Jails over him.
I still got Jails over him.
The year.
Yeah.
All right. Now the guy that he's compared to the guy in Baltimore. Do you think he got a chance to win AFC Rookie of the Year?
Are you talking about E.J. Gray or?
Yeah,
E.J. Gray.
He's the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that was projected to go number 1.
Right.
Over Will.
He's not too far from Will Clemens. He has 26 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and 2 interceptions. So, but right now my man is Bradley Jails, man, with 9.5 sacks.
The only thing
I agree with you.
Yeah, Will Clemens. The only thing that has going his way is being on a team like the Saints. Is he's going to find himself in games where he's leading and he can send all the firepower and really not. He can be blitzing more. That's the only thing where I could see him edge away with some stats, because you're talking about a Saints team that usually, he's a contender, right. And you got a Falcons team that is battling each and every week for a W, and they're a lot closer games, and it all comes down to how they're both going to be playing out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is going to be an award that we may need to watch out for to see who wins. But my vote right now will probably be Bradley Jails, man. He's a tremendous player, and he's balling out for those Falcons. So
yeah. And I'm with you on that. If he doesn't bar any injuries, I think he should get it. But I know it's a lot of this rookie class was very deep. There's a lot of guys in here that we're probably not looking at that might be there at the end of the season.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
But right now, Jails is the platinum player, and he's standing out for a team that's just above 500.
Right.
Got a chance for the playoffs. And since he got him there, I think their defense has gotten better with him.
Yeah, the defense is a lot faster, man. So I think we can expect the Falcons to keep, chugging along and moving up the winning board, getting a few more W's. And I'm gonna see if he can get one of those wild cards, man, and see what happens. So, hey, man, that's keep it real. We keep it real for you, man. And I'm gonna go to my co-host again to see if anything they want to say before we get out of here.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I'm. It's a good season. I'm grinding back with these Seattle Seahawks. I really am having fun with the rookies. I love that quarterback, and the second round guy I drafted is also balling out. He's leading my team in sacks, and we're just going to keep grinding away and see if we can't finish above 500, because we traded that first away, and we're looking like damn fools right now.
we thank you.
Well,
tight work. What's up, man?
I'm gonna piggyback off him. I think I need to fire my GM at the end of the season. We traded away our first round pick from last draft, and to Pittsburgh, and we traded away a good young pass rushing DN and a first round pick to Pittsburgh for a guy that our GM fell in love with at the draft, and it's not paying off for us. Because we look at Pittsburgh playing, we look at that lineman not giving up no sacks, moving people out the way, and we like, he still should have been a Dolphin. So I think that trade right there was the turning point of my season, but we'll bounce back.
Gotcha. So, hey, man, I want to thank you guys for jumping on the show. Keep it real. As we always state, hey, make sure you tune in to the DML Network. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and watch all the shows that we have on there, man. And make sure you leave some comments, man. We do read them. At least I know I do. We do read them, and we try to bring you guys some great content. So, on that note, we're going to keep on keeping it real 24/7, and we out.